power to all my folk lost their lives in these streets. Rise in power to all my folk lost their lives in these streets to these police. And in America, aka the belly of the beast. Yeah, let's go. Lights gone down low. RPG. That nation is a situation. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I see these crackers running game on our membrane. If you don't see it, that's because your ass is insane. Think these problems finna disappear like David Blaine. We ain't finna break up with them dollars till we make change. Forever RBG, I'm known to keep it raw, dawg. Right now my mission is to wean myself from Walmart. Close my eyes and see the world like John Henry Clark. Right until they open up, that's when things fall apart. So I holler, Repat Nation is the situation. Came to grips with all the challenges my people facing. Perfect my skill sets, Africa is waiting. Gotta purge that Caucasian mind frame of exploitation. Told my team to pull my coat if they see it on me. Crooked flail like my netta, I'm a free homie. Let's I never push the vid so you can see it, homie. The best example is the beer, homie, for real. I ain't got to tell y'all, y'all see it? Lights gone down low. Let's talk about it though. Yeah, that dope boy swag got us looking like fags. Swear they ancient with their aprons, more like trash. I'd be remiss if I ain't speak about it. Certain type of brothers be around it, acting like the streets allow it. Knowing good and damn well we don't condone that work. Knowing good and damn well we knock you out that skirt. Hollywood holler, good job, take these perks. Don't let these crackers fashion statement get your black ass hurt. You know what they gonna tell me? Damn, Ty, lighten up. They gon' label you a hater if you light them up. I'd rather say it now and rush you to the elevator. Trust me, you gon' thank me later, bruh. Now tighten up, but that's today. Watch tomorrow, gon' be something else. Knew these devils got for us to do to shame myself. Meanwhile, this Kite Rosenberg just Chuck D, and that's our OG. Now why that man ain't getting no help? Huh? All these gangsters? Life's gone down low. I know y'all scared. Scary times. This is what we gotta do though. Yeah. Learn the motions and the verbiage, now the shrines jumping. If it ain't about our liberation, it ain't about nothing. The ancestors in my veins, so my heart pump the things it's gonna take to guarantee the revolution coming. Like Professor Griff say though, it's a process. It's gonna take a lot of love to fix our mess. It's gonna take a lot of prayers for the progress needed when they ready. Final step, take it to their chest. So that call for a lot of training, a lot of preparation. Raise my jets in the rhythm so they keep the cadence. If we neglect to teach the moves that we make it to the youth, the day they grow and drop the ball, we really can't blame them. And that's the realest shit I ever wrote. The flow cushion like the levee broke. Life is full of clever quotes. Now just think if Malcolm never spoke, we'd be hopeless in the hood, choking off them cops for red smoke. No. Life's gone down low. I'ma let my sister sing this time. Yeah.
I don't care what you do. Give and take and a little bit of understanding. Life's gone down.
It's gone, y'all.
Life's gone.
The American dream is gone, y'all.
Life's gone.
You can't get it no more, baby. Repat Nation is a situation. It ain't too late, y'all.
For me and you, if we hurry, life's gone down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, life's gone down. Yeah, life's gone down, down, down.
Here go the jewel right here. Here go the jewel right here.
So people get together. The only way to be free.
Shut.
Yeah, life's gonna get you. A little bit of
One
understanding.
time for all the organizations fighting for that African liberation. Repat Nation is a situation. It links some family. The Church African. Love, club. Yeah. Strong, baby.
Life's gone down. Yeah.
America over, baby. Let it go. Hang it up.
Life's gone down.
Stop trying that bitch. She gone. She gone.
Hold up, family. This is your RBG brother, Guy Nollywood Jr., coming to you with another exclusive program. I want to give a shout out to my brother Rashid. Thank you, brother. Hold up. Um, which today's topic is hip hop originated in Africa. Now, I notice I've been saying this for the longest. And of course, you got people like the FBAs and the ADOS and all these other coon groups. They always want to try to debate and try to say that, oh, no, it was a Black American genre. And they don't realize that a lot of things that African people in America is all the dancing and all the foods that they eat or whatever. They don't realize that their DNA, uh, the things that they do, the things that they mimic, is already in DNA from the motherland. You know, like the braiding of the hair, dreadlocks, our fashion. You know, saying we're very fashionable people. That's nothing new. The dances that we do. I mentioned on one of I'm going to show another. I'm going to do some screen sharing, and I want you to show you the similarities that that we are the same. You know, we're not different from our ancestors or our people from the motherland. We're not different. Don't let nobody tell you that you're different. Don't let nobody tell you that you're just how he said an admixture. All this other nonsense. Even today, like Black people cannot do what white people do. They can't do what the yellow man do. They can't do what the red man do. They try to, and when you try to copy somebody, other cultures and other races of people, um, your biological makeup won't conceive it. It won't conceive it. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta know who we are as a people. We gotta know where we come from. We gotta know our bodies. We gotta know uh, the mentality of certain racial groups. You know, and we gotta know who we are. There are a lot of people, a lot of black people, they don't know who they are. They want to, you know, they want to mimic and take on other people's cultures. And then they say, well, you know, I got a little, I got a, I, you know, I got, I you know, they want to claim other people's cultures. Like, well, I got, you know, I got a little British in me. I got a little German in me. Like, they're supposed to mean something. Like, they're supposed to mean that they are just, you know, they somehow connected to Europe some sort of way. I'm just, it's just mind boggling. It really does. It's a mind boggling situation. I never can understand that. I want to show something. I don't want to miss something here. What is this? I should have had some pictures that I want to show. Shoot, where's that picture I had? Oh, you know, I didn't have it. I thought I have it. That's okay. What did my brother Rashid say? He said YouTube is hating on you. They ain't giving you subscribe notifications. It's all good, you know. I mean, I'll suspect that. I already suspect that. It's okay. YouTube going to be YouTube. You know, it's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring it, brother. I'm definitely going to bring it. I just hate the lies that these people always say that our dances, the dances that we do. Oh, Hotep, Sister Noble, how you doing, sis? Hotep. And I just don't like the lies that they say that, you know, our dances, hip hop. I was the first one that said hip hop came from Africa, and I got laughed. You know, people laughed at me. Ah ha ha ha! You're lying. Well, it's just the first the documentary was Rise. That's good. I'm glad you're doing and you look happier. I've been watching your videos since you look very happy. You don't look stressed out. That's a good thing. So this is documentary called Rise, Rize. Very good documentary. Very good documentary. And they even show you the crunk dancing and how the crunk dancing came from Africa. So I'm going to show you, and which to me is all part of hip hop. It's all hip hop. I'm going to, and you know, break dancing came in the late 70s, 80s. And I'm going to show you how that came from Nigeria in 1959, way before hip hop even came about. Way before hip hop came to existence, you have black people already breakdancing. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, it was the black and browns that created hip hop. No. I heard that too. I heard that from the integrationists, and they say, oh, well, you know, the Puerto Ricans, they contribute to hip hop. No, they did not. Because if you talk to them, they would tell you they got everything. They copied everything from us. They copy our style of dressing. They copy our the way we talk. They copy our music. Now you could talk about. Now you could say even when it came down. Look at these Latinos like Cypress Hill. or the Terror Squad with Fat Joe and Big Pun. How they copied us. Then you got the white boys like Vanilla Ice and Eminem and all these white boys that coming out, the Beastie Boys, how they mimicking us. But they don't, I never heard them say, hey, you know what? It's African culture. But I'm bringing it to you today that our genres is African culture. It's not American culture. It's not a Caribbean culture. I'm going to give all the glory that our accomplishments to Africa. You could talk about all the inventions that we did. All the inventions that our ancestors did, it was already done in Africa. Plain and simple. That's the whole reason why they got us over here. And now you got every other race of people copying on us, from breakdancing to singing. How many times you heard white people sing a song, but they sound so soulful? You thought they were black. How many times people thought that Tina Marie was a black woman? But they still gave her that credit called the Ivory of Soul, because they thought she was black. So you have a lot of white people. You have a few white people that sound so soulful that, you would think, oh, that must be a black person, but they're really white because they copy us. I just feel like they don't give us the credit. But I'm not expecting them to give to give us any credit. I expect them not to give us credit, because that's who they are. That's who they are. They're takers. They're takers and they're not givers. So I'm going to play this one. I'm going to play this documentary called, it's from the documentary called Roz. And I want y'all to see for yourself. See the link that African people here and African people in the motherland. I'm going to show y'all the difference. I'm going to screen share this. And I want y'all to look at this. Let me play this back a little bit. And I want y'all to look at this. I hope this, I'm just going to mute this.
Oh, wait. What? She just struck. That's what we all been waiting on. Yep.
There you have it. There you have it. You see the connection? Now that documentary came out in 2005. That documentary came out in 2005. Powerful documentary. It's called Rise. R-I-Z-E. I'm also going to play some throwback breakdancing that was between the 70s, I believe in the late 70s, 80s, old school style. And I'm going to show you, and like I said, that's late 70s, 80s, right? And then you're going to see in Nigeria, they were breakdancing in 1950, late 1950s, way before hip hop arrived to America. Okay. But so it's not a Black American genre. Even with that, even with the crunk dancing I just showed you, came from Africa. Now that was powerful. And that, like I said, that came out in 2005. And those footages in Africa when they was doing those dances, those traditional dances, those are old footages. Those are very old. I haven't seen that before. I just saw the crunk in 2005. But I didn't know that our people was doing that way before and probably in the 20th century, sometime in the 20th century. So like I said, when I do my shows, this is for educational purposes. I don't get on here for no fuckery. I don't get on here. I like to educate my people because our people are so blinded, are so melanated, so marinated into this European culture that they forgot their roots. They forgot what they came from. And thanks to the white folks that's controlling these media outlets, they want to discourage my people to not even want to visit their motherland. They want you they said we Hebrew Israelite from the Bible. Okay. Yeah. I that's crazy. I Hebrew Israelites, you got these Hebrew Israelites, they don't even want to go to Israel. A lot of them don't want to go to Israel and claim their man, and because in the Bible, they claim, and like I said, it's not, again, I won't even get into it because I don't want to go off the topic, but I always tell these Hebrew Israelites, if you claim you're Israelite, you need to reclaim your motherland, which is Israel. But don't tell me who I am. Don't tell me who I am. I won't allow that. I hate when Black people that don't do no research, they want to dictate to you where you're a Hebrew Israelite or you're a Moor and all that. No, I'm not. Yes, I mean, if you really look at it, there are African people, but they'd say, "Oh, we're not Hamites. We're not Hamites. We're Shemites or whatever." I don't get into all that stuff. I don't get into all that biblical stuff because some of that stuff get confusing. And I let people believe what they want to believe. But when they start telling you what your genealogy is, these people are not science people. These people are religious people. Now, I tell people, if you're religious, fine. But when it comes down to science, I don't play around with that. That's why I tell people, do your DNA test. Do it. And see what they say. AfricanAncestry.com. Black-owned company. You know? So so that's what I'm saying. We are forgetting our roots as a people. And I'm going to show you another screen share where in the streets in the 1970s, and then I'm going to compare it to African people. In Nigeria was way doing it. So here we go. And I'll put the link in if anybody wanna yes, Sister Noble, they are African. Matter of fact, ooh, Sister Noble, you just brought me something. I don't know why is it every time you always come on out this, you enlighten me on a lot of stuff. There was the original Israelites or the original Hebrews were Ethiopians. And we can go back way. Matter of fact, and I did a whole thing. I forgot where I can get it from. But the original Israelites are Ethiopian people. So when black people say they're not African people, when you got Ethiopians, the original Israel, or I won't even say Israelites, the original Hebrews are Ethiopian people. That's what it is. Facts. Eric B says, it's funny how these people who claim Hebrew Israelite, Moors, Aboriginal are against DNA tests. Yeah, that's true. That's science. Matter of fact, and I could screen share that. I could screen share where rest in peace to our brother, our good brother who did the Black Panther movie. He did a few other movies too. I just saw another movie that he was in called The Five Bloods. I hope if anybody didn't see that movie, check that. It's a Spike Lee joint called The Five Bloods. Chadwick Boseman is in that. I believe that was his last movie appearance. But Chadwick Boseman, I'm sorry, not Bowen, Chadwick Boseman. And he even said on the Breakfast Club, he said, take your DNA test. He took it. Take your DNA test. And he said, go to AfricanAncestry.com. Actually, he repeated everything that I said. He repeated everything I said. And you could type it in. You could just type it in Chadwick Boseman on the Breakfast Club, and he talked to Charlemagne about that. Very good interview. But Hotep, Eric B. Hotep, Sister Raw was good. Hotep. So, but I'm sure I just want to show my people the link that what the things that we do comes from is already in our DNA from the motherland. We didn't forget, but it's like sometimes our people just reject where we come from, and they don't realize that a lot of things they do comes from Africa. So let me screen share this real quick. I'm just going to share the screen. This. Okay. Okay. So this is the they're going. This is the what I'm about to show you is about how breakdancing in the late 70s and 80s, old school style, right? So I'm going to show you that. And like I said, this is hip hop. This is hip hop. You know, hip hop is dealing with four elements, which is breakdancing, graffiti, rapping. What's the other one? I know it's four elements: graffiti, rapping, breakdancing. What's the other one? I know it's four. I know it's four. DJing. Okay, so the four elements of hip hop. The four elements of hip hop is rapping, rapping, breakdancing, graffiti, and DJing. Okay, those are four elements of hip hop. So breakdancing is one of the four of hip hop. It's part of hip hop. So here we go. Man. I could watch that all day. I could watch that all. See, that's hip hop. That's hip hop. That is hip hop. I could watch that all day to the day I DEAD. Okay, until I'm dead. Until I DIE. You know what I'm saying? So I could watch that all day, man. No, that is, I mean, our people are talent, man. That, and like I said, our people have moves, man. And I want to say hotep to Sister Catherine. Hotep. Definitely. And Rashid was like, yep, those are classics. And that's an old footage. That's an old footage. But it's just this illusion that because before hip hop it was the disco. Now the disco, the disco movement came out. That was fun too. I like watching disco. I love the disco dances too. Yeah, I know Catherine. I know she loved looking at those old hip hop films, man. Those old breakdancing films. Oh man. I could watch that. And they got a few of them. They got a few. I've been looking for some really good ones. That's one of my best ones I just played. I've been looking, and you know what I like about that footage? It tell you the names of those dances. They tell you. You ever saw that they showed, so while they dancing, they give you a title of that dance, like the snake, the pop lock, and all that other stuff. Like they give you the title, so those dances meant something. See, people going to understand. She said, "Can I dance?" I mean, can I? Can I break dance? I don't know. At my age, I don't know. If I was maybe 20 years younger, yeah, I did back in the day, but I was kind of scared because those moves, man, I don't know. You gotta be, you gotta have the right type of clothes. You gotta connect with people that can teach you certain moves. And those brothers and sisters, they was well trained. They was well trained to do those dances. I don't think they're just something they just they decide to do. I think, of course, they practice among each other. You have to have a team to really to perfect those dances. But those dances are pretty was well it was just really good. It was really good. Very they were on point. They were very on point. So if you can form a team where you can learn among yourselves, you could definitely do those dances without hurting yourself. You know what I mean? So I was always afraid. I mean, I could do certain moves when in my heyday, but like spinning on top of my head, and I can spin on my back. I love doing the back spin. That was fun to do. But again, you gotta be with a team that can really So you really perfect. It wasn't something I did every day. But those young brothers and sisters, you could tell they were doing it every day. That was their life. And sometimes they would do those dances to get money. They would perform to the public, and that's how they make their bread. You know what I'm saying? And that was their hustle. They wasn't robbing, they wasn't stealing, they wasn't doing none of that. That's why I respect the brothers that's still trying to keep that lifestyle. Like they dance on trains and all that stuff, or they might be on time. Where I'm at, sometimes they'd be on Times Square and they put on a performance like that. And I love that because it kind of brings those memories back when I was a kid. But you gotta have a team to really, really so you can really perfect those dances, because like I said, one bad move, you can really injure yourself. So yeah. She said, I'm talking about regular dancing. Even when I was young, I knew how to pop lock. I mean, I don't know. There's different type of dancing. I don't know what type of dance. I mean, I could do my little two-step at a little party or something like that, but I don't know. I mean, I'll do a little something. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna. I don't go out my way to dance. Like backflip and all this other craziness people be doing. I can't do that, but yeah, I could dance. I'm not shy of dancing, but I'm not a wild dancer. So yeah. So but yeah, I just want to show you. So I'm going to show you the break dancing and to show you the similarities. Yes, me too. I could watch those dances all day. I could watch those dances all day. But pay attention to what those brothers was doing, and pay attention to what I'm about to show you in Nigeria in 1959. And you're going to see the similarities. So hip hop is nothing new. It's really is ancient. So here's my last screen share. This is my last screen share. Let me see. So I want to show you this. And you can see it down here. You can see it down here. Let me see if I can. Okay. I don't know if anybody can see that. I don't think y'all can see it like that. But right here, it says Nigeria, 1959. So I'm going to show you this. And as you can see the title, if y'all can see it, it says breakdancing was created in Africa. Breakdancing, that's the name of the title. Breakdancing was created in Africa. Now I hope y'all remember what y'all saw in the 80s breakdancing. So I'm going to show you the breakdancing in Nigeria in 1959. Here we go. I hope y'all seen that. I hope y'all seen that. You saw the similarities? You saw what they were doing? And that was in Nigeria. Let me play. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it again. Because I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it again. Oh, 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 oh. Shoot, what did I do? What's going on here? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Yeah, I mean, black folks was playing. They were playing all over. They were breakdancing all over, especially here in NYC. I seen it all the time over here when I was growing up. But definitely, yeah, it went all over the hood. So I'm gonna play it again. There we go. I want y'all. I want y'all to pay close attention. This is 1959 in Nigeria. Catherine, you're right. Very similar. Very similar. You're right, Catherine. Very similar. So when people say hip hop didn't come from Africa, trust me, that they will have to show. They have to show. I don't know how they're gonna prove. I don't know if that. I don't know how they're gonna prove me wrong. I don't know how they're gonna prove me wrong when the evidence is here. I'm gonna show this again. And look at the dancing. Look at the break dancing. This is the reason why I'm glad somebody put out the hip hop music. This is hip hop. So there you have it. There you have it. Very similar. Very similar. What she say? The 80s were the best years of my young life. Yeah. Yeah. I would say more like mine's more like, well, I love the 80s. I really love the 80s of the break dancing. You know, those are some fun years. You know, like Beach Street. I tell people, watch those movies, Beach Street, Wild Style. Watch those movies. Watch those movies, Beach Street, Wild Style, Breaking. Watch those movies. Justin Wayne said, I wish Tariq Nasheed could see this. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. You can't get lost with these losers. I'm going to see if I can put up these pictures. I want people to I'm gonna show the people who they should avoid. Let's see if I can put up a picture. But Tariq Nasheed, see, that's what I'm saying. Tariq Nasheed is not a scholar. He's not a scholar. He's not a researcher. And he took people's money he took millions and millions of dollars to get this hidden museum. And of course, there's no museum. There's not even a building. There's not even a building. But he wants to create this pseudo museum. So again, I know Tariq Nasheed he will be speechless of what I just shown. He will be speechless because he wants to fill our people up with toxic bullshit. White supremacy, white supremacy. Ooh, white supremacy is the boogeyman. That Dan Colloway, he's another one. You got to avoid these people. These people want you to they want to take you away from your own motherland. I don't see white folks doing that. Can anybody show me? You know what? I tell you what, anybody that's watching, could you show me any video that white people telling other white people to get away from their motherland? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. B Street, that's my movie. B Street is my movie. I love B Street. I love B Street. B Street is my movie. Especially that part when they battle out in the subway. And that was right in New York, in the Bronx. That was right in New York, in the Bronx. What I was going to say. Yeah, so I want people to show me that white people are going around telling other white people not to go back to Europe, making all these claims about France and Italy, and Spain. Where's these white people that talk bad about their motherlands? Where's these Asians that would tell other? Where's these yellow people, these yellow folks telling other yellow folks, oh, forget about your motherland, forget about China, forget about Japan, forget about Asia, forget about Europe, forget about India. Our own people rather self-destruct. They want you to love a country that don't love you. The reason why Tariq Nasheed is being this beacon of light, because he got money. He's not struggling. Anytime when you take care of white in-laws, you got paper, you got money, you got millions of dollars in your bank account. Hey, Erica, how Hotep? Hotep. Oh, no problem. That's so good. That's all right. It's all right. Don't need to delete Sister Noble. I don't understand. Sister Noble, let me know if you're still in the chat. She said, I see what Tariq has been doing. Yeah. Sister Noble, let me know you're still in the chat. Um, yeah, so oh, okay, okay, good, good. Yeah, yeah, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. No, yeah, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. It's all love. It's all love here. So this is Team Black here. This is Team Black here. We mean what we say, and we say what we mean. So it's definitely love here. Okay, okay, we good. Yeah, mistakes happen. It's all right. It's all right. I'm glad y'all sisters here. Erica Howe's in the house. Sister Noble's in the house. I love my sisters. You know what I'm saying? And Catherine, I love my sister too. Love my sister Catherine. You know, definitely subscribe to one another and join Team Black. That's what we do. We here to educate. All right, we here to educate. You know what I'm saying? We here to enlighten our people, get our people on board. Um, so so yeah. I don't listen to these cats that trying to take you away from your motherland, your roots. And they always trying to make it seem that your history start in America. Everything that you have done started here. You didn't have a life in Africa. You didn't have a life in Africa. Your life started in America. They forced you. They told Black people, well, we saw what you did in Africa. We want you to create our civilization over here. They didn't have, if you go to Europe, Europe was a impoverished state, impoverished countries, all those Spain, Italy, all that was slum. All that was slum. They would dump their waste out the window. If you look at those old English movies, rats everywhere, people were coming down with smallpox. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. We're going to get down to it. Let's get down to it. So I don't understand when we bash our people, we try to take you away from your history in Africa. This is part of your hip hop is your history. That's African history. I'm just showing y'all African history. So let nobody tell you, oh, hip hop didn't come from Africa. Well, that's not true. Now you got proof. You witness it before your eyes. And just like somebody said, that Tariq, he said, I wish Tariq Nasheed could see this. But he's gonna be in denial. People like him and Dan Calloway and all those busters, they're gonna be in denial. Anybody want to come up? We could chop it up. We could chop it up. We could talk about those classic movies like Beat Street but we definitely could chop it up. But yeah, definitely, man. Those are fun to watch. I love watching that. I got the copy of Beat Street. I got the copy of Beat Street. Just going through your comments. Yeah, we showing love here, man. That's what it's all about, man. No self-hate. No self-hate over here. No self-hate over here. Oh yeah, Africans was here. Yeah, look at the pyramids in Mexico. I did a whole Yo, Sister Nova, if you could check out the video that I did when I talked about the Moors. Boy, they hated me, boy. They hated me. They hated me. The name of the topic, I did two, back to back. I did called Moorish Lies. And then I did a second one called Still Moorish More Lies. And I'm rebuttaling these so-called Moors. And I showed evidence. I showed documentation. I screen share everything. I screen share everything. I don't mess around. When it comes down to documentation, I don't mess around. I show evidence. So I tell people, oh, okay, you at work. That's no problem, sis. You it's all right. So yeah, but yeah, those pyramids, if you look at the dates of those pyramids in Mexico, it lined up the same, it's around the same time the pyramids was built, or it was the same timeline. That's why I tell people, check the timeline. Those pyramids in Mexico are in the same timeline as the pyramids in Egypt. Same timeline. Although those pyramids are younger, those are younger pyramids, but they were built during that era. They were built during that era. Even the Mexicans would tell you, no, we didn't build those pyramids. It was African people built those African. So I don't understand. So when I hear black people talking about, well, we Indian and I'm a Cherokee. So, but look at the Indians. Look at the Native Indians' history. What have they built? What have they built? They was living in what they called teepees or whatever, like their little so-called teepee tents or whatever. That's what they were living at. Look at their diet. Look at the Native Indians' diet. They wasn't eating like African people. They were eating eel. I mean, they were eating all type of stuff. They would eat stuff raw. So I don't understand, why do black people want to assimilate themselves to other races of people? And if you look at their history, you'll be like, oh, I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. Rashid Holmes said, they want to keep you asleep and don't practice Africa culture. They want us to stay in white Europe culture. We must remove European behavior. Facts. Rashid is on point. I've been saying that for the longest. All this European behavior. They want to take you away from your birthright. These people want to take you away from the wealthiest continent of the world. Think about that. You got black, first of all, white people would start to do it, but now you got black people are mimicking their slave masters' behavior by saying, oh no, we not from Africa. We was already here. So you was already here and you got conquered by, so if you was already here, who was the, so let me get this straight. So if black people if African people was already here, so who was the king and queen then? Who was ruling in North America? There's no records of that. There's no records of an African tribe or tribe here. So who was the king and queen? Tell me the history of these black people that was over here before the white man came over here. I please let me know. Go to the Dan Callaways. Go to the Tariq Nasheeds. I bet you they can't answer it because it don't exist. Yes, facts. I got evidence. I got the proof. Like I said, I got the proof. I got the records. Not Dan Calloway. not Tariq Nasheed. These people are not scholars. I don't even know why people want to follow people like Dan Calloway. This motherfucker don't show anything. He's talking about these archives. Oh, and then he told this big lie talking about Angola, where my ancestors come from. Or Angola, nobody was on the land. White people occupied the land. Are you serious? He messed up right there. He really messed up, but people fall for this big dumb lie. Dan Calloway, and his name is so European. He got an Anglo-Saxon name. Wait a minute, this man claimed that he's native Indian, but you got a European name? Does that make any fucking sense? Dan Calloway, that is a European name. Unbelievable. But yeah, Sister Noble, you're on point. I agree with you. You are absolutely correct. Yeah, they don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe it. They're not gonna give us that credit. They're not gonna give black people. You got black people what? They got black people, they just love to be oh, you got black people that really believe that their history started in slavery. Wow. Call themselves the Adolfs. You really got black people really believing that their history come from slavery. Look at Washington, D.C. and look at those pyramids in Giza, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the Washington Monument. That was created by a black man, Benjamin Banneker. White people didn't create that. They didn't build that. It was black people. And Benjamin Banneker was the designer. And it was black people that built it, not white people. But he got his knowledge from Africa. And because if you look at the images in DC and you look at the images in Egypt, it's similar. Very similar. It's crazy. It's just crazy when I hear the foolishness. Yeah, they brought ancient Kemet. They brought ancient Kemet over here. Yes. Ancient Kemet went through out Africa. They went through all those deities, everything that came from ancient, went through all through Africa. It's amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the history. It's a beautiful thing to see what our people. Sister Noble, the black people. If you, like I said, don't take my word for it, sis. I tell people, don't take my word for it. The Afro pick. That's all I gotta say. The Afro pick is ancient. Did you know that? Do you want me to screen share that? Yes or no? Just tell me yes or no. I will screen share the Afro pick. Yes, facts. Facts. Yes. They brought ancient Kemet skills over here. WJ connection. All right, let me screen share this. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Let me see if this come up. Okay. Let me get a good image. Let me see this. Come on. Okay. All right. Let me see this something. All right. Okay, so let me see. So the Afro pick here. Trying to find a good image. There's many. Let me see. What's this? Panzer design. Okay, Egypt artifacts. Let me see. Here's what they usually used to. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this. Here we go. Now, you see all those pics? You see all those pics? The Afro pic. And you mean to tell me those people wasn't black people? Don't we used to use Afro pics? Some of us are still using Afro pics. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Do the research. She said you heard the story Richard Pryor told when he was doing a movie and he was filming the pyramid. Yes, I remember that. Yes. And yes, when he looked at those paintings in Egypt, he said that he said those people. He said, "Wow, those are black people." And then the camera quickly shut off. They cut it off. I remember that. And also too, he said he told a story that how he went to Africa. He also stopped using the N word, and a lot of black people were mad at that. So he stopped using the N word in his comedy. So it does something to you. Going to Africa does something to you. It brings back to your natural self. It brings you back to your natural self. But yes, I heard about the Richard Pryor story. Yeah, that was deep. That was deep. But that's the connection. So there's been many let me stop screen sharing this. So there's been many evidence that our people were African people. Our people are African. We still using the same things that we've been using in ancient times. I just don't get it. And it's like, why you want to be ashamed? Why would you want to bleach your skin? Why would you want to, perm your hair and use the crack cream why would you want to use these things? Dreadlocks, that's African culture, that's ancient. Dreadlocks is ancient. Old African hairstyles. And that's something that we should be proud of. I don't understand it. I think cornrows, that's not doing cornrows. That's not slave. That's not a slave culture. I don't mean it's sad where we so busy trying to we try to get away from our roots. That's not good. That's not a good thing. need something here. I want to show you something. And for the reason, but they knew it blows the myth of the water that will calm things back. I want to show you something real quick. Catherine said they are trying to hide history, showing that blacks are very intelligent. Yes. Remember Paul Mooney said, he told Stephen King, he said, I got a horror movie for you. How about a nigga with a brain? Yeah, Egyptians had, they had dreads. Yeah. Yes. You got that right. That's facts. WJ Connection said the brainwashing from the Williams letter was somewhat powerful. Yeah. They knew what they was doing. I want to show you this real quick. Screen share this information to show you the connection of the Afro pick. Okay. I want y'all to see that. And let me take this out. So I'm gonna read down here, and I'm just gonna highlight this right here. Previously, the Afro cone wasn't very visible, and for this reason, it has been assumed that the Afro cone was invented in the 1970s. Remember that I talked about the hip hop? Remember I was talking about hip hop, how there was assumption that hip hop came in the 70s and late and 80s. Same thing with the Afro pick. Let me blow this up. Hold up. I'm gonna blow this up because I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to read this for yourselves. Like I said, don't take my word for nothing. Don't take my word for nothing. I want y'all to read that yourselves. But they said new exhibition blows the myth out the water. The Afro comb dates back to ancient Egypt. The oldest comb from the collection is 5,500 years old. So how many times we had an Afro pick in our hair? And we don't know why we do the things that we do. I want y'all to read that. Yeah, we built the world. We gave the world. We shared our knowledge, our secrets. What I don't like how white people, they got people all over the world got jealous, and now they repackage it and they want to sell it back to you with their face on it. So I want to show that real quick about the Afro pick. So same thing with hip hop. They want to show that, oh, hip hop came on the 70s and 80s, but no, it goes back later than that. In Africa, in 1959, where they could actually show, but I think it was further than that. But now they got videos to show that, hey, that's their tradition. That's how they do. That's right. That's right. Facts. You're right, Sister Raw. But I just had to come on here and share some knowledge, some wisdom. And I hope that y'all can be proud enough to say that, hey, I'm African. I just want my people to be proud and say I'm African. Don't let nobody make you ashamed of saying that you're an African woman. Sister Noble, would you get mad if I say you're an African queen? Would you get mad at that? Sister Erica, would you get mad if I say that you're African? Erica Howard, would you get mad if I say that you're an African queen? Catherine, would you get mad if I say that you're an African queen? Sister Raw, would you get mad if I call you an African queen? Never be ashamed of where you come from. Everybody trying to mimic you. Everybody want to be you. Everybody want to take your style, but they try to make you feel ashamed of your beautiful history, of your beautiful culture. I just don't understand that why black people they allow people that's jealous of them. That's right. No, you're not gonna get mad if I call you an African queen. That's a song called African Queen. Oh, thank you, Sister Noble. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. See, even Sister Noble won't even see. She won't even turn that down. That's a beautiful thing, African Queen. That's a beautiful title. Never let nobody tell you to take you away from your. See, even Sister Ross said no. She won't turn that down. See, this is what I'm talking about. But you got people who are trying to make you feel ashamed of who you are. They will make fun of your skin complexion. They don't, or you too dark, or you too black. And they would tell you can't go into certain, and then we do that to each other. Oh, you too dark for this music video. They're the one who created the paper. Sister Noble know what I'm talking about. Erica know what I'm talking about. Catherine definitely know what I'm talking about. Sister Raw, you know what I'm talking about. How they did the paper bag tests on us. WJ connection, you know what I'm talking about. They try to shame you with the paper bag tests. That gave this, it was white folks that gave this illusion that if you're white or if you're light skinned, if you're lighter than a paper bag, you're smart, you're intelligent. They the one who told you can't speak your language. It was against the law. They made it a law that you couldn't practice your language. You couldn't practice your, and that's the reason why black people some of us had to secretly pass down, that. And this is something that Tariq Nasheed don't talk about. He's not telling all the truth. There were black people that actually had to secretly tell their history or secretly tell their language, speak their language, hey, to transfer their language. They had to hide their language. They had to hide their culture because they know if they lose it, they're done for. This is the reason why we're in the situation we're in. This is the reason why we kill each other. This is the reason why, because we don't have knowledge of self. So we listen to these self-hating bastards who marry white or marry yellow, marry red. And they will tell you, and they will make fun of you, saying all these nasty white talking points. I just don't get it. And now you got that stupid ass comedian who's not funny to me at all, called Michael Blackson. I can't stand his ass. He's not making things better. But of course, he's married to an Asian woman. But he always say how he always pick for, oh, I'm a black this, I'm a black that. I mean, damn, dude, like, I don't want to hear that shit. You got to make fun of yourself and make fun of being African. And so you want to discourage us not to be African? Let me tell you something. There's a lot of African deities. There's a lot of African deities that we don't even want to touch. We let white people to tell. It's just mind blowing. The Jedi mind trick of these people, they would turn around and say that your African gods and your African deities are the devil. It's just mind blowing to me. And they give us their deity at the same time. They're lynching us. They're lynching us right after they come from their Christian church. Don't take my word for it. They came out with poster cards. I know my girl Sister Noble knows about that. They have poster cards, and they were sent it to the people who couldn't show up for the lynching. So when you see all those white people, they dressed up in white, next to a black man who's being lynched on a tree, they coming out of church. But they tell you about Christianity. They tell you that you in order to be a good Negro, you got to be a Christian first. But they tell you your deities is evil. They tell you that the stuff that you got from Africa is bad, no good. It comes from the devil. And now you feeling ashamed of your deities that work for you. They don't tell the yellow man that. The yellow man, he worship his deities. He talk about his deities. I believe so. He didn't marry one. He didn't get with one. I'm sorry, but he didn't get with one, Sister Noble. He got himself an Asian woman, some ugly, nasty looking Asian woman. I don't even think he like his own women. Hotel brother Bakari, how you doing, brother? But yeah, I don't like that dude, Michael Blackson. I can't stand that dude. I can't stand that. I can't stand that dude. That dude is not funny at all. And he came out with a movie. He was in a movie called it was like some horror movie with Cat Williams. And I just didn't like it. It was just the stereotypes he was doing. I didn't care for it too much. It wasn't funny to me. So I saw it one time. I hated that movie. Brother Bakari, you want to come on and I'll put the link in. Anybody want to come on? We'll talk about this. I put the link in again. If you might want to come on and chop it up with me for a quick before I end this live stream. But yeah, so but yeah, it's a shame that we allowed the Dan Callaways and the Tariq Nasheeds, and like I said, I don't know if Sister Noble or Rashid. I think Rashid seen the video. I don't know if Sister Noble saw it. I know Brother Bakar seen the video. But Sister Noble, if you haven't seen it, I don't know if Catherine didn't see it or WJ, but I got the video actually talking to Tariq Nasheed. I got a video of actually talking to Tariq Nasheed, and you should hear the dumb shit that came out of his mouth. It's crazy. And I spoke to him on live. Actually, I didn't join his live. He requested me. It's just weird to me. A nobody, so-called nobody like myself, well, he would consider me as a nobody. I'm not a nobody, but he would consider me as a nobody. But he requested me on IG. It's just amazing to me. You requested me on IG to talk to me? Wow. Wow, Tariq. Now, I must be. It's amazing. But yeah, man, we gotta connect ourselves. We cannot reject our culture. We cannot reject our culture. Our culture is a beautiful thing. And we don't realize that everything that we do comes from Africa. Let me see. Maybe I could pull something else here. Let me see if I could pull something else here real quick. Toothbrush. And let me see something. Just wanted to say. Yeah, so. Oh, you have not seen the video? Yeah, it's on there. Let me see if I can screen share it. Hold on. I'll screen share. I'm gonna screen share the video. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just show you the title of it. Let me see. And you just check it out. You know, whenever you get a chance, just check it out. You know what I'm saying? Just give me 1 second here. Okay. I'm going to. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me see. Okay, here we go. So this. Okay, let me see if I can blow this up here. Okay. Well, if you watch, is this right here? This person right here. This is the video. Listen. It's called listening, and you. If I click on it, you'll see it. Let me see if I can. So yeah, that's me talking to him. So it's the. I wish I could blow this up. I don't know if I can make this. I thought I can make this bigger, but I can't. But yeah, so that's the title. Listening to Tariq Nasheed, and you see me talking to him. So whenever you get a chance, just check out that video, and just listen to the nonsense. I just like sometimes you want to really get to know somebody. Just all you gotta do is just listen. Just listen. I always tell people that listening is definitely part of communication. So you don't have to say a word. Just listen to how people talk. I ask him good questions, a lot of questions. He keeps saying Black American, Black American. And the definition of Black American is associated to Africa. So I'm gonna do that. Let me I'll put that in there for a bit. Let me see. Black American. Let me put Black American. Because people keep throwing that word around. Black American. Let's put a Black American. I remember I did that. It says Black American. Okay. Let me screen share this real quick. Let me see this real quick. Screen share this. It says Black American, an American whose ancestors were born in Africa. So it still relates to Africa. That's where your ancestors came from Africa. You might have been born in America, but you still come from Africa. So you can't be a Black American and disconnect yourself from Africa. So I don't know why people keep this disconnect. You can't disconnect yourself. You just can't do that. You can't disconnect from your roots. I wonder, I'm going to say this, and before I end this live, and there was something that Marcus Garvey has said, and he says something about. I want to get the exact quote. What do you say? Okay. Let me get the exact quote. Matter of fact, let me do it this way. Damn, I'm trying to find out where I'm trying to do my thing here. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. So Marcus Garvey has said this best. He said, people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Let me type that in. Let me type that in what Marcus Garvey has said. I'm going to type that in. A people without knowledge of their past history. I'm going to type that in because I want people to see this. Origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. I wanted to share that. Get that in there real quick. I like to share. I'm just going to type this in real quick. So, A people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. So never let nobody detour you from your history, your origin, and your culture. Hip hop is African culture. Hip hop is African culture. Hip hop, jazz, all that was created by African people. No other race of people did not create any type of music. The first music was the African drum. This is facts. So I want people to never forget. And this is the reason why the Dan Callaways, the Tariq Nasheeds, and all these other lamos, they want you to forget your past. They keep saying, oh, forget about the past, go forward. But you can't go forward without knowing your past. This is the reason why black folks is the way they at now. This is the reason why we can't, because we have so much self-hate. We bang on each other. We get on social media. We talk about each other. We sit here and we make mockery and make make videos and make mockery out of people. And they don't make mockery of the white man or the yellow man. They don't make mockery of these people, but they'll make mockery of you. And the only thing you're trying to do is trying to wake up your people. They don't make mockery of the Tariq Nasheeds, the hypocrites. They praise these people. So I'm glad that I got to share this with y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all. I'm going to end this live film. I'm just going to give a couple of shout outs. I don't want to forget anybody. I'm going to give a shout out to Rashid, Sister Noble, Eric B, Catherine, Justin Waynes. Who else? WJ Connection, She. That's right. We here. That's right. We are here. That's right. Who else? Sister Raw. WJ. I think I said WJ Connection. I think I said your name, but shout out to if I didn't. Shout out to you, Brother Bakari. And I think that's it. So with that said, family, I'm going to end this live. But I hope y'all learned something today. And again, never forget where you come from. Like I said, stop listening to all these people that are trying to take you away from your motherland. That's right. That's right. So I hope y'all learned something. Like I said, never let nobody take you away from your roots. Never let nobody take you over your roots. Everything that you have done productively and things that is simple, it comes from, you haven't lost it. It's in your DNA. Even when it comes down to the Afro pick. the Afro pick. Even when it comes down to the Afro pick, and we've been rocking Afro picks since over 5,000 years ago. That's something y'all should be proud of. That's something y'all should be very proud of. But hit that like button, share this video, and let's build. Let's share that knowledge. Let's get that knowledge out. Let's get that wisdom out. Let's give it to our youth. Okay? Let's give it to our youth. So with that said, family, I am out. Peace and love. And like I said, spread that African love, baby. Just spread it. Spread that African love. All right, Hotep. Later.